The most important relationship you're ever going to have in your life with anybody or anything is your bank. Banking. You need to be able to bank on it. That's the relationship you need to put all your effort into. Okay? All those other relationships, they come after. The banker is the most important relationship you're ever going to have. So, what do? You start a relationship. There's plenty of bankers out there waiting. Okay? You got to be able to prove to the bank that you're worthy and not a credit risk. Okay? Your credit and your bank is the two things you need in life to succeed. No matter who you are, what you are, unless you're a gazillionaire, okay, you need banks. Because even if you are a billionaire, you're going to be doing $1 billion deals. You're not going to want to risk your billions. You're going to want to use the bank's billions. So if you want to have a good relationship, you need to sit down with a banker, okay? That's the most important thing. Because without them, you are never going to grow. You're never going to have shit, okay? You sit around, you pay off this property. Oh, I don't own nothing on this property. Well, then you're a schmuck, okay? Because you're never going to grow. Sitting around not owing nothing just keeps you in that position. You're never going to grow. Okay, if you go out and you buy something for $100,000, you're going to pay the bank $250 a month. Now you got to go out with that $100,000 and make it into $200,000. People do it every day. Every single day. There are people out there buying something and making plenty of money with the bank's money. And if you only got $100,000 in the bank, what do? Risk every goddamn dime you got? Listen, go to the bank and get a relationship, okay? Whatever it takes, they'll tell you what it takes. It's easy. It's not like a woman. They'll tell you right off the bat, this is what I need to have me in a relationship. With the women, you got to guess half the time. And once you got the bank's relationship, everybody wants to have a relationship with you. So go to the bank, give them whatever they want, show them who you are, and build that relationship. And you don't start at the top. You know, it took me time. When I first started, I started down here. You know, I had a borrowing ability of maybe a couple of $100,000. All right? And then you do that for a while. Then a couple of hundred turned into a couple of million. All right? And then a couple of million hopefully turned into 20 million. And so on and so on, as high as you want to go. But you got to start at the bottom and work your way up. But without the bank, you're not going to make it very far. I'm going to tell you right now. Everyone in the bank's mind or eyes has a value. You're a value, okay? It may sound cold. It may sound impersonable. It's business. You're nothing but a number, okay? You lay yourself on a piece of... My life is on a piece of fucking paper. One page tells the bank my whole life. Your personal financial statement. All right? And that's what you want to target in life and growing. All right? It's going to start off with one line or two lines. I own this. I got this much in the bank. This is what I owe. The bottom line is what you're worth. Okay? That's what they look at. So you need to develop a personal financial statement of your life. Keep track of everything you got, everything you owe, and what are you worth. Most of us start out at a negative. I started in a negative. I owed more than I had, and that's how I started. That's how most people start. That's life. But you got to build it up. If it means getting an FHA loan with only 3% down to get your foot in the door and buying a fourplex and living in one of the units for at least a year, then that's what you do. $3,500 on every $100,000 to close the deal. And if you're a real estate agent and you're smart, okay, I keep trying to tell people this. If you get your real estate license and you find a deal and you want to make that offer yourself, you get a 3% commission. So if you need 3.5% down and you're a real estate agent and you're going to get 3% of the deal coming to you, how much do you need? 0.5%. $500 on $100,000 because you took a test and you got a license, which is helping your life in other ways too. There's ways you can do things. You just got to get off your ass and say, I'm going to do it. Okay? You can make shit happen if you really want to. Will he take the $400K defeasance payment? Do you know what a defeasance payment is? Nobody knows what a defeasance payment is? Will he take the $400,000 defeasance off the price? Defeasance. Anyway, defeasance means you want to get rid of that loan. But the person that took the loan out already agreed, I'm going to keep that loan for 5 years. So this way, the bank and its investors know for 5 years that money's done. We ain't got to worry about it. This guy's going to pay us our interest payment. That loan is locked for 5 years, a great investment, bam, bam, boom. And he probably gave him a good loan because he guaranteed him 5 years. But let's say something happens. The guy wants to sell a property. The guy needs money, whatever. He needs to get rid of that loan. Well, the only way to get rid of that loan is there's a defeasance clause in the loan documents that give you the right to pay them off, but with a nice stiff penalty. Basically, a lot of it is calculated to how much time is left on that loan that they would have made. So that when you defease a loan, you're giving them all the money they would have made over the next 5 years or whatever in the future now. How can they turn that deal down? They're getting all their money they would have made instead of waiting 5 years. But you get out of the loan, and hopefully you had a damn good reason for defeasing that loan. I've done it many times, but I've always done it because there were other people's loans, and it paid for me to pay off that loan and get rid of it and get a new loan at a lower rate. And there's a whole calculation on how to determine what the fees payment is. Typically, it's tied to the 10-year treasury note. And you got to pay the spread. So you go out and you buy the bonds, and then you pay the spread to add to the bonds, and then they guarantee that money. Well, I was thinking that defeasance was way out of line to what we're talking about. On the first deal, you got to take any money you can get. You know, you got to get in wherever you can. If you can't get an A loan, you can't get a B loan, and you got to take a C loan. Whatever it takes. But the most important thing is you're borrowing the money because you know that you're going to be able to do something with that real estate and make it better and have it add value, and it's a step in the right direction. If you're first starting out, don't buy the dream home. All right? Dreams are for dreamers. Buy something that makes sense, something that's going to give you a future, something you could build on later, okay? Something that you're going to be able to temporarily fix it up, make it worth more money, and move on to another deal or a bigger and better deal, okay? If you're young and you're first starting out and you're looking for your first deal, don't worry about, there can't be any emotion attached to it. Do it because it makes sense, because making sense makes dollars. And you need to make a future, and it takes dollars to have a real future. If you like what we're talking about and you want me to talk to you personally, then come on down on April the 8th. We're going to have a big party in Tampa, baby. Go to benmallah.com, reserve your room package today, or zoom on in. Get around other people like you, people that want to get ahead in life. You know, we're not here to sell you nothing. All I'm selling you is yourself. Get off your ass and start doing something that's going to create a life for yourself. All right? Everybody needs to have something in life. All right? For the time you're on this earth, you should be accumulating things for your future generations, for the quality of your life. Okay? The time that you're here, it's better to be here with money than not. Trust me. I've been both ways. Having money can be a headache, but it beats the hell out of not having it. When you have money, you can help yourself, you can help other people, you can help me by coming down to the Holiday Inn on April the 8th and renting a room, baby, because we even need help. Everybody needs help. Are we going flat broke? No. But why even go down if we don't have to? Going down, I only want to go up, up, up.